Ora ragazzi voglio vedere insieme a voi un'altra cosa. Vi ricordate di un gioco che si chiama Atomfall, che è stato presentato, non mi ricordo, che è stato presentato, non mi ricordo più neanche quando e dove. Ecco, è uscito fuori un gameplay e quindi lo voglio vedere insieme a voi, d'accordo? Sono piuttosto interessato, mi sa tanto di Immersive Sim, un po' alla Atomic Heart, però non ne sono sicuro che sia davvero così. Ok. Vediamo un po'.
Sure.
If you've been waiting for a special occasion to break out your hazmat suit, then look no further than Atomfall. Here at Rebellion, we are excited to introduce you to this new world and what it has to offer. However, there's far more to Atomfall than what we can showcase in a single video. This is just a glimpse of what's to come. Atomfall is a brand new, single-player, first-person action survival game set in a post-war Britain.
Single-player,
first-person
action survival.
Northern England, uncovering mysteries about
Ciao,
the
Buzzer.
quarantine zone and the people that inhabit it.
My name's Molly. I got some bits and bobs for sale.
My name's Nat, by the way. Forgive me being curious of strangers.
Atomfall takes place in a fictional quarantine in 1962, just 5 years after the real-life event of the Windscale fire, the worst nuclear disaster in British history. However, in this altered version of history, there are more mysterious and sinister things at play behind the scenes, and you must uncover the secrets of what happened. It's up to you to discover the truth behind the disaster and figure out just how much of this world can be saved.
It doesn't matter what else happened, as long as the truth of this place gets out.
Before you can set out on that quest, you'll awaken in the quarantine zone with little knowledge about who you are, the life you've lived, and certainly the strange new world around you. A rather nasty bout of amnesia.
You're not the first amnesiac I've seen since things went awry.
Are you a law-abiding citizen? A terrifying menace to those around you? Or are you perhaps someone just trying their best to survive in a dangerous, unfamiliar place? The choice is yours. An Atomfall.
Ok, è molto RPG questo, mi pare di capire. Sì, sembra un po' Fallout. Sembra una via di mezzo tra Fallout e Atomic Heart.
The quarantine after the disaster, a noble cause. But some might question the lengths they've gone to restore order.
I shouldn't be gossiping about this stuff.
Armed soldiers patrolling the roads of the village, robotic sentinels on a hair trigger, prepared to attack at even the slightest hint of aggression, and villagers who live in fear as a result.
Soldiers will spring you up for anything these days, and my husband was exploring where they don't like you to explore.
Does this group really have the villagers' best interest at heart?
But step out of line and I will revoke
Era buonasera.
your liberties.
Atomic Heart l'ho adorato anch'io per il
Just
design.
as quickly as they
Però il gioco dopo un po' mi ha annoiato.
Outside of the village,
Però è
is a
un problema mio con gli
lawless
immersive sim, il
land
gioco in realtà è
bandits
figo.
and cultists.
Così,
We don't care if you're
de
friendly
botto.
or not, and we'll attack you on sight.
be cautious.
There are so many things to consider on your journey.
Anche per console, credo di sì.
Exploration is a critical component of the experience,
Ciao, Clay.
especially when it comes to your survival. The quarantine zone is in the idyllic countryside of northern England, but it is not as it once was. An abandoned rail yard, a derelict stone quarry, and verdant rolling hills contain more than just pieces of a prior civilization. As you explore these places, you'll find secret bandit hideouts, mysterious messages, secrets, clues and leads that might help you
Sì,
figure out how
è
the world
molto
fell apart.
immersive
These can lead
sim.
you to eccentric characters, secret hideaways, or even the rundown bunkers of the British Atomic Research Division. You'll never know when or where fragments of the bigger picture will be brought into focus, but you will always need to be on guard. These facilities may not be as populated as they once were. However, the halls are often patrolled by the same robots used to patrol the rest of the quarantine zone, as well as irradiated feral creatures.
Mi ricorda un pochino Stalker, però credo che l'approccio sia un po' diverso.
And underground tunnels that seem to have been affected by the Windscale disaster the most. Glowing plants and mushrooms Cover the walls, floor and
Ho
ceiling
descritto
with
come un
these
gioco
places.
investigativo. Un po' mi pare che lo sia. Però credo davvero che sia un
Giving
po'
off
più
a
immersive
hazy
sim.
fog that makes them more dangerous to traverse than other places you may go. However, the environment is not all you need to worry about. The same terrifying ferals found in the bunkers also live in these areas and will not stop to ask questions before trying to tear you apart. Be sure to be well equipped to handle these creatures and be extra cautious, as not everything is as it seems.
You're trapped in the quarantine zone around the Windscale atom plant.
How are you going to defend yourself against all these threats? You're going to need weapons, supplies, and materials, all of which you can find through scavenging the locations of Atomfall. However, if you truly want to survive, some things may need to be taken by force. The weapons you will come across include melee weapons, like the cricket bat, or ranged weapons, like pistols, rifles, and shotguns. Each with their own strengths and weaknesses. During your journey through Atomfall, you may even unlock the ability to upgrade your weapons and give them more power. The ammo for these weapons will be
Ok, va
in
bene.
short
I
supply,
vari
so you
upgrade.
must either find or craft.
Il gioco è
what you need to
Atomfall,
survive.
ragazzi.
However, weapons are not the only thing you will need on your journey. You will gather
È
resources.
simile perfino a Skyrim. Vabbè,
like
un po' per la prima
cloth and
persona,
alcohol
però davvero è
to
meglio
craft
Fallout in
various
questo
items
caso come
to heal
paragone.
yourself or harm your enemies. Over time, you'll expand your crafting abilities to create more aggressive tools of self-protection. Other tools at your disposal include a flashlight to light the dark paths ahead, and a trusty metal detector to locate buried caches of supplies. A handy ping will alert you when one of these caches is nearby, signaling you to equip the metal detector and begin the hunt. When you aren't
Figo.
scavenging for materials or searching for buried treasure,
No, non credo
you
sia
might
esclusiva
also
Xbox,
find
oppure
various
sì.
manuals that contain valuable knowledge. These manuals will imbue your character with new skills across 4 categories: ranged combat, melee combat, survival, and conditioning. Even at the end of the world, knowledge is power. Careful selection of which skills
Quello hai
you
detto avevo
focus
sulle
on
6 minuti di
will
programma il
determine
bro
your
addirittura,
playstyle
grazie.
and the path you carve out for yourself. In Atomfall,
Cianecchi, benvenuto.
we won't be going fully in
Ciao,
depth on
Giacomo.
these skills and what each one entails right now. But as you progress, you will need to pick and choose what type of playstyle you want to focus on in Atomfall.
I really should stop talking. Not personal, but you can't trust anyone too much these days, can you?
We hope you enjoyed the first glimpse into the world of Atomfall. Leave a comment with what you are most excited to see when the game releases on March 27th, 2025. Atomfall
27
will be
marzo.
releasing day
È
one on Game Pass,
relativamente
Xbox
vicino.
Series and Xbox One consoles. You can also play on PC through Windows, Steam, and Epic Games,
Ok.
as well as PlayStation 5 and
Ah, no,
PlayStation
c'è
4.
c'è su
Stay
PlayStation,
tuned
ok.
for an
È
upcoming
multipiattaforma.
video that will delve deep into some of the gameplay
È al day one
mechanics
su Game
mentioned
Pass.
here. This is going to be
Perfetto.
a game you don't want to miss out on.
Ok, molto molto bene ragazzi. Mi sembra veramente... allora, piuttosto carino. Io ho un po' di difficoltà perché a me gli immersive sim alla lunga un po' annoiano e di solito finisco sempre per non finirli. Per esempio Atomic Heart non mi era dispiaciuto affatto, ma alla lunga mi sono annoiato. Mi successe la stessa cosa con Prey, che in realtà era piuttosto figo il gioco, però non lo so, alla fine finiscono per non prendermi un granché. E ho paura che mi succeda anche con questo. Però quello che abbiamo visto onestamente è interessante e quindi credo che possa interessare a parecchie persone. E siccome arriva sul Game Pass, secondo me lo giocheranno in tanti e ci sarà un buon passaparola per questo gioco qua. Già. No, anche per PS4 addirittura, perché questo potrebbe non essere un gran segnale. Non so come potrebbe girare su Xbox One, non ne ho idea neanch'io. Prey l'ho mollato subito anch'io. No, io non subito, l'ho giocato abbastanza, però dopo un po' davvero non mi ha interessato più di tanto. Quindi, ragazzi, onestamente da tenere d'occhio. Mi aspetto che sia un gioco non incentrato particolarmente sul gameplay, ma sul prendersi il tempo di guardarsi intorno, valutare le situazioni, trovare oggetti, leggere cose, fare upgrade a ciò che hai per avere nuove abilità al fine di sopravvivere, essere un po' rendere le cose un po' più agevoli, eccetera eccetera. Quindi che dire, a me ha fatto una buona impressione nonostante i gusti, quindi speriamo bene.